If you need another reason why you should hit that sub button, I'll tell you. Warriors Today by Chat Sports has everything you possibly need to know about Dub Nation, so if you want to be in the know about the Warriors on their championship run this year, then hit that sub button for me. Do you remember the movie trend in the 90s where it would start off the movie with vinyl record scratch, freeze frame? Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I ended up here. Well, I'm sure that's exactly what was going on in Rudy Gobert's head when Draymond Green put him in a headlock even though he wasn't even involved in the fight last night. Well, we're going to unpack that and more on today's show. We're going to talk about whether or not Draymond Green is going to be suspended for literally pulling out a UFC move on Gobert. But plus, we're going to talk about Brandin Podziemski, how he stepped up, and we're going to update you on Steph Curry's injury. But first, I want to talk to you guys about what happened in the Timberwolves game. First off, Steph Curry was ruled out with knee soreness pregame, so they already knew 30 wasn't playing, so Podziemski was ready to step up if that did happen. But then less than 2 minutes into the game, Klay Thompson and Jaden McDaniels got into a bit of a scuffle. Klay Thompson had Jaden McDaniels' jersey first, and McDaniels ripped Klay Thompson's jersey after that. And then Rudy Gobert jumped in, and he tried to pull Klay Thompson away, and then here comes Draymond to save the day. He put Rudy Gobert in a headlock and did not let up. Of course, the three players were ejected, them being Thompson, Green, and McDaniels, but Gobert wasn't ejected, which was pretty surprising to me. However, it was interesting to see that Klay Thompson was the one that got ejected, considering this is how Klay Thompson's jersey looked after McDaniels got a hold of him. That really doesn't seem like Klay is at fault here. I think he was playing defense. He may have gotten a little bit handsy, but McDaniels, I think, took it to the next level. However, Draymond Green took it to the extreme level. Adrian Wojnarowski did tweet that ESPN sources the NBA is looking further into the Warriors-Timberwolves scuffle, including Draymond Green's headlock on Rudy Gobert. Warriors play OKC on Thursday, so review on Green's part, including video and interviews, expected to be completed for a ruling prior to the Oklahoma City Thunder game, which happens tomorrow. Well, Anthony Slater did put out the pool report on the ejection, and this is the thing that really stood out to me. Why was Draymond Green assessed a flagrant 2? Well, the referees did answer, and they said this is unnecessary and excessive conduct, which meets the standard for a flagrant foul penalty 2. He refuses to let go, and I think with Draymond's track record, it was probably the right decision to let him leave the game. I don't think Draymond was going to let that go, in my opinion. But also, Rudy Gobert was ruled as the peacemaker. Now, from different angles, it looks like Rudy Gobert was trying to just pull Klay Thompson away, but Draymond Green could have seen that as a headlock. So he did what he does best, and he protects his teammates. But this isn't the first time Green has done something like this. He's actually been suspended 4 times in his career. He was ejected just 3 games ago versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, which obviously the Warriors ended up losing that game because Green wasn't there to play. And now he could possibly be facing another suspension. So look, I will agree that Rudy did technically put Klay in a headlock first. From certain angles, that's what it looks like. Other, it just looks like he was hugging him from behind to pull him away. But with Green having already been suspended in the past, and Green's a hothead, we know this. I love how he protects his teammates, but he didn't let go of Rudy. And that was a little excessive. And Rudy was playing the victim, saying, it wasn't me. But that was a lot, in my opinion. Well, Rudy Gobert had a lot to say afterwards. He said, he's grabbing me, but the choke wasn't good enough. Yeah, it wasn't enough for me to really have to go to sleep, but he tried. He tried really hard, but it wasn't good enough to where I felt like I was really in danger of falling asleep or anything like that. Well, Rudy, how hard did you want to be choked in this scenario? Because I think it's pretty good that Draymond doesn't know how to choke out somebody. I don't know why you would want him to be able to do that, but I don't think he was trying to put him to sleep. I think he was just aggressive and was probably just mouthing off to Rudy Gobert. But he continues, and he says, it's kind of funny because the game, I was telling myself, Steph is not playing, so I know Draymond is going to try and get ejected because every time Steph doesn't play, Draymond doesn't want to play. It's his guy, Steph. He'll do anything he can to get ejected. That was kind of spicy to me. I'd never thought of it that way, but I haven't looked at all the games Draymond's been suspended, but it would be interesting to see if Steph Curry is not in those games. Nonetheless, I think Rudy's wrong. I think that Draymond will go to the nth degree to try and protect his teammates, so that's what he did. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Draymond should get suspended for what he did to Rudy Gobert? And if you do, how many games do you think would be a fair suspension for Green? I do think he should be suspended for his actions. I think it was a little excessive. I think maybe 1 game, 2 max, if that's going to be the cause. If not, then we'll see him on Thursday. But go ahead and type down below while I tell you about today's sponsor. It is Prize Picks. It is the most exciting daily fantasy sports app that I play. Producer Rolly plays it right here to my left. And if you guys want to play it, all you have to do is pick between 2 to 6 players, pick their projected stats, and just click more or less. That's literally all you have to do, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. These are my picks tonight. I have Jason Tatum scoring more than 29.5 points. There is some lingering reports out there that Kristaps Porzingis may not be playing, so I think Tatum steps up. But I think Donovan Mitchell and Damian Lillard are going to combine for more than 6 3-point made field goals. I think that this is a great combination to take, so why not see if I can win some money? If you guys want to see if you can, all you have to do is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use promo code CLNS for a first-time deposit match up to $100 and watch yourself win some real money in real time. To give credit where credit is due, Brandin Podziemski is him. I loved everything I saw from Podziemski last night with Klay Thompson out, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry. Podziemski saw an open window to prove he needs to play more, and he took it. Steve Kerr, after the game, says he's going to play. He's going to play every night. He earned that. He's a damn good player, so he's going to play. Thank God Steve Kerr finally realized that maybe going younger is the way the Warriors need to go. Dubs fans have been saying this time and time again. Podziemski stepped up when Klay couldn't, when Wiggins couldn't for 11 frickin' games. I'm on the Podziemski train because last night versus the Timberwolves, he had 23 points. He led the Warriors in scoring. He was the first Warrior to score over 20 points in the entire season other than Steph Curry. He's a freaking rookie. He had 7 rebounds, mainly on offense too. He was consistently crashing to the board, and he had 5 assists, dishing it out to Dario and Chris Paul as well, and he's shooting 50 from the field, which is fine for a rookie. And what's even better than that is that now that he's proved he can be a right-hand man, Steph Curry is supposed to come back eventually from his injury. They do not think it's anything serious, which Steve Kerr did address this after the game. And then Kendra Andrews did tweet to confirm it. She said, there was some good news with Curry's injury. Nothing is alarming. He is day-to-day, and we will see. If he misses another game or two, it's not going to be anything long-term. There were reports that they were nervous that Curry did sprain his right knee, but however, the MRI did show that it's nothing to be that concerned about. So let Podziemski get the ball rolling and then let Curry come back in fully healthy, and I think you got a pretty good duo right there. I think Warriors fans have been begging Steve Kerr to stop playing the older veterans if they're not producing and look at what you have. You have a first-round draft pick, and he's a cocky son of a bitch in a good way, and he's ready to play. Hopefully, this wasn't a fluke performance where a rookie got hot and the energy and, you had all the excitement from the fight and you want to defend your teammates. I'm hoping that he just plays this way forever. But what do you guys think? I want you to comment down below if you want to show Podziemski some love. I personally think he saved the game with how he played versus the Timberwolves. No, they didn't ultimately get a win. They did follow the Timberwolves by 3. But it's a really hard Timberwolves team, and they could have rolled over, and that deficit could have been a lot bigger if Podziemski didn't step up. So go on ahead and spam the number 2 down below, and while you're at it, go on ahead and hit that sub button for me. Everything you possibly need to know you can find right here at Warriors Today, and I promise you, if Draymond Green puts Rudy in a headlock yet again, we're going to talk about it, so hit that sub button.